Yeah, welcome to another episode of Cow Tech. I'm your host, Adam Ross, and to my virtual left, we got Tyler, and man, episode 90, eh?
90, I love it. Sounds so good. It sounds like you've been here for a minute.
It's a nice round number, I'm not going to lie.
Right. It's always good. Every 10 episodes, it's like, man, we made it.
Yeah, and like, honestly, we thought we would have no news today. We thought we were going to like smooth into all of our product reveals and doing some little demos and stuff. But we actually have some killer news this week. And you know what? It's funny because in two short weeks, we thought like we would have nothing. And now, look at my after show, my after dinner mint. I like that.
That is
a high mountain from Mike.
That is like one of the best compliments I think I've ever gotten. That is I love it. That just sounds so good.
Yeah, no, welcome. We definitely have a stack show for you guys tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of news to go over, so we're trying to dive into that first so we can get to our product demos because obviously a lot of you have been posting the Simple Sonic. A lot of people have it in hand finally, and a lot of orders have been shipping out of the CowRC stable.
We got a lot of questions too. I mean, I don't know about you, Adam, but you know, my messenger's been blowing up with different questions, and I mean, it's awesome. It means people are using the products and they're wanting to use them correctly.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to do a deep dive. I got a whole bunch of demos set up for you guys, and I'm going to show you kind of how I mix it for the Steel Basin ultrasonic. And man, was I just schooled on the differences between the ultrasonics that CowRC offers earlier, literally like minutes ago. But we should show off what's new on the CowRC website first and foremost, because that's number one. It's the travel packs. If you want to jump into that, and I'll bring it up.
Yeah, let's talk about those. So you guys know all the different varieties of travel packs that we have on the website. So the awesome thing is, now that we have a new product, which is the Simple Sonic, we've added the Simple Sonic to those travel packs. So you'll notice there's been a slight price increase on those travel packs just because you're getting an extra RC maintenance product. But you see that bad guy hanging out in the background over there, that is the Simple Sonic. So you have that nice, compact sample. That's in a 1/64th premix. So that's your medium duty premix. So that's going to be really the only way that we're going to sell that as a premix. The Simple Sonic is a premix, just because it's already in a small package. We don't want to send it out as a concentrate and having people kind of mess with the ratios and things like that. So awesome travel pack addition to all of those, all the different packs. And again, what you've got on there is the sample pack.
These samples are mint.
Yeah. So the cool thing, the awesome thing with the sample pack is we've added the Simple Sonic, but the price stays the same. So it's still $4.99. We haven't changed the price on that. Again, it's a 1/64th premix. So if you're like really into the premixes and you say, hey, I definitely got to have the premixes, get yourself a couple travel packs. But we'll talk here a little bit later in the show and show you some graphics on how to make mixing the concentrated Simple Sonic a lot easier to understand.
Absolutely. Yeah, because mixing it, always start with the least amount that you possibly think you need and go from there, because you can always add it stronger, but you can't weaken it. So definitely start off with the weaker dilution and you will be safe than sorry. That's definitely
it's the when you apply it, right? And that's what Adam and I are going to go through a little bit today about when you apply it, right? I mean, you don't want to put it on heavy and then say, oops, you can't fix a corrosive, right? You can't fix something that's been corroded. So we want to make, to Adam's point, start light. You can always, go a little bit heavier as you need. But we'll get you there on those mixtures and make sure you're safe.
Yeah, and if you didn't see our last episode, you see how much one bottle of Simple Sonic makes. It was all those jugs of water that we had in the previous episode. So don't worry about not having enough product. You definitely will with the Simple Sonic. It's such a concentrated product that, man, mixing it is going to be super easy. And now live on the website, is the mixing symbols. So it actually shows you an exploded view of how to mix it correctly with all the chemicals, which is, man, I'm impressed, because like we keep trying to do things for you guys, the viewers, and the people that use the products. And this was a collab, I believe, with the UK.
Yes. So yeah, Christian over at Model Sport and Heath worked together on making these graphics. So you know, on the website under each, you know, so we have it for the Simple Sonic, which we're really talking about today.
Yeah, I'll bring it up for the Simple Sonic right now.
Yes, please. You know, we also have one for the part and chassis wash and the tire wash too. But what it's doing is, because of the corrosiveness, and we want to make sure everybody's, you know, using the product to its best ability, but not overusing it. We thought it was going to be a lot more helpful for you to kind of take some guessing and help with the math, right? So, you know, we have like our three different variations of suggested mixes. You know, the light one is a 1 to 28th, and you're saying like, hey, what is a 1 to 28th? And I'll kind of give you I'll make it in Tyler's terms. You've got a shot glass. Everyone should be familiar with this. You know, 1 to 1/28 is a quarter of a shot glass, right? 1 to 64th is a half, and then the 1 to 32 is a full. And that's for a 32-ounce bottle. So it's really, and of course, you know, not everybody's got a 32-ounce. So there's some bottles that are smaller, some bottles that are bigger. And so what this is doing is trying to help you out with a standardized way of mixing based on a 32-ounce bottle size, where you can measure ounces of the Simple Sonic concentrate and then add in that amount of water that's needed to fill up the rest of the 32 ounces.
Yeah, I love it. And having a quick reference right on the website where you're buying the products, you can't beat that, right? So anything that you're looking for, it's got it for the parts and chassis wash, it's got it for the Simple Sonic, and it's got it for the tire wash. So those three products, when you're trying to dilute them, if you're ever unsure or have any questions and you can't get me and Tyler, just hit up the webpage and it's going to be right there. Super simple. And a couple people have already been asking about cards, this, that, and the other. If you want, print them off right off the website. It's all super great graphics. I did a little test print myself and it turned out amazing. Obviously, I did mine for the Simple Sonic because, as you will be seeing behind me, we have the Simple Sonic set up with the ultrasonic cleaner, and Tyler will be doing the other demo, so we're excited to show that off for you guys for sure.
Yeah, and utilize Google. It helps. I mean, because there are a lot of different ways to skin the cat, right? You got crazy people with the liters up north, and then you got quarts, you got ounces, and it is all kinds of different units of measurement. And if you get into one of those sections, where you're not quite sure, Google is actually pretty helpful. I've used it myself to help answer questions that people were throwing out some different sizes. I'm like, I don't know. Let me go kind of consult with Google, and using also that mixing chart that we've provided kind of gives you kind of a baseline where it's like, okay, this is the most common, and you can kind of scale those, abnormal sizes and things like that you might be wanting to look for.
Yeah, and what's cool is with our stuff, the best thing is with the power wash and stuff like that, because I put my tire wash in one, I put the parts and chassis wash in the other, and now I've been using the steel basin with the ultrasonic. So having those size comparisons to make sure you have the proper mix without overdoing it is key, because you definitely don't want to overdo it with the Simple Sonic. That is for sure.
That's right.
All right. So up next, what do we got?
So we want to do a shout out to a group that we've been really doing a lot of collabing with, and really you've probably seen some of their posts on the fans page, which is Dubs Custom Works. So Dubs Custom Works is basically a painter out of the UK. Obviously a customer of Model Sport and a huge fan of the CowRC products. So you'll see if you check out the fans page, I think we're starting to post some of their stuff on the main page. Really cool, just nice product posts and things like that. And so really what we're doing the collab with them is going into a CowRC themed custom body, which will be in the UK. So once, there you go, let that video play there. But I mean, awesome paintwork. I mean, the graphics on the thing are
I
sick.
didn't know there was sound. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
the graphics are.
But look at that thing. What body is that? Is that an on-road body?
Here
That
we go.
looks really cool.
It is an on-road body. I have
Yeah.
to mute the music because it is Foo Fighters, and I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. But it's good music, though. It is good music.
Look at
But
that thing. I love
the detail is amazing.
It's great. I love that. Just unwrapping the bodies with the clear wrap. That's like the most satisfying thing. After you paint, and then it's like, goes from dull to like nice and shiny. Oh man, it's so
yeah. Like even to do the CowRC logo, like that's not a sticker, guys. That is airbrushed on there. So he is definitely showing off his artistic talent because Dubs Custom Works is pretty cool. UK based, but definitely a huge shout out to them for getting this custom CowRC body, the RC Maintenance King. But yeah, we'll share that link with you guys as well. And man, there's his logo up in the left-hand corner there. We got Dubs Custom Works. Super cool. Check them out.
Always got to find talented people. I mean, there's so many talented people in the RC industry, and they are one of those people. And it's just, hey, doing a collab with them makes all the sense in the world, especially our cool relationship with Model Sport.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And just a little sneak preview or sneak information. There's going to be a massive giveaway with him doing a collab with somebody that's pretty famous in the UK. And they're going to be doing a CowRC themed build in the UK that anybody can win. So we'll get you some more information on that in future episodes, but just wanted to, tickle you a little bit on that one because it's going to be an awesome one to follow. And the YouTuber that's going to be building this is top notch. Like I'm a fan, honestly, and I can't wait for us to be able to check it out. But we posted all the links on the chat, so definitely check that out when you get a sec. Next up, this one is near and dear to my heart, and it has to do with racing. So let me bring this up to the stage here.
Yeah, so, our very own Zack Cater is going to be the person at the Peach State Classic here from September 3rd through the 6th. And so if you guys remember, I don't know, what was it, late last year, Zack was doing the Cowtech show on his own, which is an amazing talent in itself, on the Sundays that Adam and I were on. So he was filming on the every others that we weren't on. So super, race oriented. He's actually posting a ton about crawlers now. So he must have caught the bug that you caught there, Adam. But yeah, so Zach's going to be at Beach State Classic, and he's doing demos, right? So he's demoing the product. So he's not, if you remember what Adam and I did over the Gauntlet, we're cleaning cars or cleaning trucks. Zach is more doing like a demonstration because he's on his own, right? So there's only kind of so much he can tackle. And with, Adam, as you know, the racing, you don't get as dirty as crawling. So
it's not anywhere near as dirty as crawling. Like, geez Louise, crawlers know how to get down in the dirt. I'm just going to say that. And racers, we get dusty, I'm going to say, because with the new tire wash that CowRC offers, like honestly, that's all you
need. Crawler. This is a racer's clean tool.
But honestly, with the CowRC products though for racing, makes it so much easier and so much user friendly. And I thought like we were going to kill it when we got to the crawling scene. And when they dropped a brick of mud on our table and said, no, my RC kit is inside that brick of mud. And I'm like, what do you mean? And you see like a little circle. I'm like, this is like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's get to work. But definitely a new experience for me, seeing how dirty RC kits can get. And thank God they've come a long ways. And we have the Cow Formal to waterproof some of these electronics, because how these RCs still ran after the carnage that they went through it still blows my mind. And thank God. Me and you both got schooled on a previous episode on how to properly use the cow formal, and I went to town on my crawler, so I know that I can submerge it, not in mud, but like maybe in little water or something like that, and still come out okay. But man, some of the bricks of mud that we had to clean were definitely even for you, you were shocked a few times.
Oh yeah, well, especially with stuff that had been like, it was like what, 4 months
A month
old, 5
old?
months old.
Yeah.
That they brought over from like 3 states away. That was the most amazing part. Like, you bring this with you. Like, they like they knew it. It's like, hey, I'm gonna. They knew what we were there for, and they're like, here, we'll challenge you, and we accepted the challenge. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people were amazed by the power of the Moo, and they went away super happy. And I think we got new customers for life for sure. But
well, and the cool thing is, what Zach is going to be able to do is he's debuting the new CowRC Easy Up. So that's some we've seen some renderings on it.
Yeah,
it hasn't. I don't think it has not been made yet. But hey, it's about a month. So it's darn close. So I'm excited to see what that looks like in real life. So Zach will have that over at Beach State Classic.
Yeah, and honestly, the graphics that you can have on Easy Ups now are going to be top notch. So I'm excited to see it too, because definitely send me somewhere. Let's go. Yeah, it'll be fun. But last but not least, like this is massive. And I couldn't be more proud of CowRC and the people working behind the scenes to pull this together, because we have another huge distributor in the works, locked and loaded now. So not a lot of Americans, Canadians, I'm going to guess, has heard of Hobbies Direct, but let me pull this up. This is the new distributor straight out of Australia. They will be covering, I believe, Australia and New Zealand areas. Right. And obviously, it's going to be a little bit. I heard the shipping logistics that it takes to get all the chemicals to Australia, and it is going to be a minute just in shipping alone. But I'm excited for CowRC. I'm excited for Australia. I'm excited for New Zealand. I can't wait to see their content. I can't wait to see Hobbies Direct start basically flooding their stuff with the CowRC products and kind of getting the feedback from down under, because Australia scene is blowing up RC wise. And obviously I like Elliott Boots. I like all the guys from down that way racing all the products that I'm familiar with. Now they get to experience some of the CowRC products. Couldn't be more proud of CowRC and the growth that we have seen here together. Like, just think, man, episode 1, we were only in Canada, North America, and the United States, right? And now episode 30, we're getting global. We're going global, man. Like, it's bonkers to think that CowRC has come such a long way in such a short time.
And I mean, Australia is RC crazy, right? I mean, the Hobby Direct is just like Model Sport, just like A-Main. It is a distributor of all kinds of different RC, kits, tools, obviously now RC maintenance products. So, and Heath was telling us, there are folks over in Australia paying 3 times the amount of what we would sell something in the States for a CowRC product just to get it to Australia. I mean, that's how into the products that they are. So it's just, I mean, awesome opportunity. It makes makes total sense. So we're excited to see it take off. And, who knows, maybe we'll have a guest from somebody at Hobbies Direct, maybe, like we did with Christian. That would be really cool. Or any of the other, I'm sure there's tons and tons of time. You just mentioned some talented racers. Sure, there's tons of other extremely talented RC enthusiasts out there that we can collab with and do some really cool stuff with.
Absolutely. And some of the things like that they have posted on the website and stuff like that, like just the operators of the company, Hobbies Direct, and employees, they actually get to pick what their favorite kits are, products and stuff like that. And they have that littered all over the website. So I know in the United States, we have our A-Main and other distributors. A-Main probably would trump that's the biggest one in North America, I would think.
Sure.
Number 2 would probably be Horizon, and then obviously in Canada,
Hobbytown is a pretty big one.
Hobbytown is a big one in the United States as well. Yeah. Beach RC is coming on strong with Brent Dunsford. But like these things are epic to get more and more distributors on board. And we got to get the Canadian distributor on board and start doing the CowRC thing, because I know everybody in Canada has been bugging me. I hooked up a couple
You're
of
the Canadian distributor.
Yeah, right now. And I've been honestly trying to help out others just to get the product. But I hate that I'm more race oriented. I got to like break that persona, because I really enjoyed my crawler. Like I was telling Tyler before the start of the show, just getting back from vacation, I only brought 3 RCs with me. First one was the crawler, and then I brought 2 of the low-C NASCARs just so my cousins could try them. And we set up a little oval. What a blast. Yeah, those low-C NASCARs, if nobody's check them out. They're so much fun, and literally a couple mods with the CowRC products, and you are going to be a dynamite NASCAR driver. No problem.
Scale NASCAR.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Hobbytown is AMA now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I totally forgot that. Thank you. Starting over 7608. But yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, no, you're right, Rich. Honestly, like everybody's finally starting to chime in and get their shot at trying the CowRC products. It's great that it's going global. We've been very fortunate in Canada that we've been able to import it from the America, and I couldn't be happier. And luckily, I'm a Border City boy, so I was able to go back and forth and share the products with all my Canadian counterparts. But man, literally, the need is out there. It's just trying to get it distributed worldwide. Hearing his story is crazy, and I don't envy how hard the logistics are to ship these types of products out. Now, if it was just like normal like stuff, it wouldn't be bad. But as soon as you start adding these symbols in here, that's when it all goes to a next level. Like, let's just say that.
Yeah, we're not shipping toilet paper and paper towels. It's chemicals, and I mean, just look at the time difference, right? I mean, just the time difference alone. I mean, it's halfway across the world. So it's just the logistics of it is mind blowing. Plus the shipping. It's just there's a lot of work into this, and so it has to be. You know, when Heath makes these decisions, it has to be a like kind of no-brainer, right? And it just the logistics and timing and all that stuff, just it makes it worth that effort.
Yeah, the RC Super Show in Panama is massive. Obviously, we'll have to show Heath the link for that, but that might be something Heath would be interested in. Maybe not for this year. Definitely an upcoming event there, because that is a place where you can actually showcase the products and actually have real live demos at the event, because they're just there showcasing products. So that's probably a really good idea. And I am going to actually star that comment, because I am going to bring that up to the big boss man, because that is a great idea. That's why we love having the show, because you guys bring us some great ideas and some insight into what we might not be privy to. You know what I mean? Because especially if it's something local to you guys, we might not have heard of it. And man, the amount of people tuning in right now, we're at about 143 people watching live, and I couldn't be happier right now.
Thank you, guys.
Speaking of that, we got a little light demo. We're going to light it up for you guys. And as you can see, it looks like I got a shiny forehead here, and it's just to kind of show off the new setup. And I got the new light right behind me, but Tyler actually has the kick butt demo for this. So
I do. So why don't you do me a favor, Adam? Entertain everybody. Let me flip my camera around. Let me get myself oriented so I can do a proper demo, and I'll be right back.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my mobile camera here, and I'm going to show you guys. This is the ultrasonic little demo here, but like behind us is this new behemoth of a light. Now, I didn't want to pull my table out from the edge of the desk, so I had a hole drilled in the table. It's a 3/8 hole, and I heard that you could put a washer on top of that, and it'll be perfect. But okay, you can see the light right now, and obviously the phone's going to auto-correct this, but let me turn this on real quick. Look at the difference in lighting. Like, that is night and day difference. Yeah, you get that? So there's a whole bunch of different settings on this light, and you can change the lumens higher or lower depending on what mood you're in. And obviously you can change it from light to cold, and those are some of my favorite settings. And I'm hoping you can see the difference. Like, let me just pull these off here so you can see the detail and see how bright this actually is. Now, there is no shadow when working on this kit now. This is perfect. And the light, like, look at when I put my hand over for the shadow, like, the lighting is insane on this. So let me just pull off the body here on the on-road car so you guys can kind of get a little feel for the electronics and stuff like that. I can just throw these clips on my magnetic mat here, not worried about losing them. But you can see how bright that actually is. So let me get a little bit closer for you guys. And show off here. Let me, there we go. So I got the buggy in the way a little bit, but you can see, actually you could even see a little bit of dirt and debris on the body here and the battery here. Look at that. Like, I couldn't see that until I turned the light on, to tell you the truth. I thought this was a cleaner kit than this. I'm a little embarrassed at the moment, but that is how bright it is. So let me just bring this down a little bit, change it to the yellow, and then that way you guys can kind of see the difference in lighting. But cool settings, definitely bright. Like, wear your sunglasses is what I would say. This is one of those things that, like, even the mat, like, I know the phone auto adjusts for how bright it is, but geez Louise, this thing is going to be a game changer. If you need to see exactly what you are working on, this is the light for you.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. And I mean, if you guys have been around for a minute, you'll notice that this is our third desk lamp, right? And there's a big difference between each of these ones. And what I wanted to try to do is show you a little bit about what the difference is in the illumination factor. There's a lot of different functions that are different between the lights, but right now we're going to focus on really the illumination, because that's what really kind of stands out to everybody. So what we've got here is, this is the first desk lamp. So this is the folding desk lamp right here. So show you the skin right here, this guy. You can see how nicely it folds around. If you can kind of see, I've got all three of them laid out here. We'll focus on one at a time here. So right now, this is the original folding desk lamp. And what we're trying to do is do like an equal demonstration of the illumination and foot candles. So what I've been doing is I do usually a standard 17 inches above the work surface. So what we do here is we've got 3 identical CowRC magnetic work mats, and I've got a light meter here. And so what this light meter is going to do is going to show you what we're working with foot candles. So the light meter stays down here, and if you look, we get my shadow out of the way here and my hand.
153.
Right? So the light meter's sitting right here in the middle. Let me pull the other camera up.
You want me to pull it up for you?
Yeah. So give me a dual camera. Yeah. So 153, kind of see how this is laid out right here. So 153, and these are based on what I have as far as my ambient light in the room, shadowing, all those type of things. So everybody's is going to be different. What I'm trying to do is give you a simulated, consistent setup in my particular area. So let's go over to the next one. I'm going to shuffle my camera over here real quick. I'm going to turn this guy off so we're not cheating. So that was 153, right, Adam?
153 so far. Yep.
Okay. So
wait, what is that? Is that a gooseneck?
This is the gooseneck.
Man, where's your remote? I don't even have that yet. Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people are still chirping me about that one.
Yeah, they should. This is one not to be missed. So we've got, let me reprogram this here to foot candle. There we go. There. Okay. So let me move my little camera over here a little bit.
Yeah, just let me know if you need me to switch to the other one.
Yeah, go ahead and switch it over there, please.
Man, that gooseneck, I love that thing, man. Looks good.
So we're almost 290.
Yeah, 290.
So 290. So we are at 153 and 290 now, foot candles. So this is the gooseneck lamp here. Comes with the remote, has the awesome graphic.
Yeah, that just looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool. I'll turn this off so that gives you a little better light. But yeah, I've got the hot rod theme graphic on it. Very nice and portable. I mean, it's very light. Twists around, it's super easy to use. And all of these, I'm skipping over the functions, but each one of these kind of gives you a little bit of a difference in light color, its intensity. I've got these all on the full intensity level, so they're really on the very bright white and highest intensity, just kind of make it consistent. But again, all of them around the same as far as like height off of the work surface, etc.
Yeah, 17 inches. That's why he's measured.
Yeah, 17 inches. And the reason I picked it is just that's kind of what I prefer. Like when I'm doing work on the work table, 13 or 17 inches is about what I'm going to be working off of. So let's move the camera one more time to the ultra bright one here. So there we go. Okay. Be amazed. Right, so I'm going to move this down a little bit, get this guy out of the way here. And this is a seriously big light. It's no joke.
Oh, man.
I mean,
if the camera didn't auto-correct the light, it's like you just opened up your window to the sun.
So, here we go. What does that say?
570
620. Let me turn around here. 620.
Yeah. 620. Jeez Louise.
Oh, here we go. I'm putting in the middle here. 678.
So that's insane. So
yes,
157. Then it was
153. I think it was 280 and 673 right now.
Insane.
It is significantly brighter. And so let me show a little bit here of what we're working with here. So it functions very similarly to the original folding desk lamp. It doesn't have the two, does not have the two
individuals,
which honestly I kind of like that it's just one, because that's really where I'm trying to focus on anyway. I'm focused on one space. And if you look at this, and I'm probably not going to be able to, look at this thing. I'll turn this off so you'll lose their sight. But I mean, look how big this light is. Let me try to pull
clean. Yeah.
Let me get all these distractions out of the way here. Make sure I'm showing this off as best as I can. There we go.
There you go.
I mean, look how big this thing is. It is huge. So it spins around, got all kinds of different light colors, light settings. It has the folding, the folding arm here. So you can move this around. You can lock this into at the very top. I mean, it is a very nice. It is heavy. I mean, it is heavy. This thing is really about the light surface of this is about 4 times as big as the gooseneck. So if I flip the gooseneck, if I can get this, I mean, look at that. It's not even like in the same ballpark. It's so much different. Move that thing here.
But you got to think that like we went from like 153 all the way up to 670.
Yes.
So if you're semi-blind like myself and you need to see stuff on a white mat, this is clutch. Now, a lot of people in the professional industry for jewelers and stuff like that and watchmakers and other things that are very intricate use a light similar to that. See, I didn't see my camera corrected that. Yours, I actually seen it go yellow.
And I did that. Yeah. So I changed it to the more amber, color. So you can kind of see this is the bright white. It's getting brighter.
Oh yeah, it goes super clear.
Can you guys see that?
Crystal. Yes, because on mine it was
amber
correcting it. Yeah.
And then it has lost my mount here. But what you can see is that it actually will let you go down and dim and all that type of stuff. It's actually there it goes off. So it's really user friendly. It will not have a skin available for this one. So that's one thing that we're not doing compared to the other ones. Obviously, this one does not have a remote. So this essentially is just a big bright light. It's really huge. It's intense. It's a whole nother animal for what you're trying to do with your light, looking at what you're doing.
If you need to be serious about what you're working on, and honestly, this is the pinnacle of what we offer for lighting up your light. Like you seen even mine when I turn it on, my camera has the lighting correction and tries to negate as bright as it possibly can be. Whereas Tyler's was showing off the different colors, the different phases, the different elements of each one, and having the test there, to go from 153 to 670. I'm at a loss for words. You can't beat it. Even the people on Instagram, yes, I see your comments a little bit, but not as much. If you want, please join us on either Facebook or YouTube, and your comments will automatically come through. But definitely super cool. 17 inches from the table surface all the way up is basically where he was testing it from. So it was pretty good that way.
Yeah, it's 17 inches. Let me fix my camera here. 17 inches, just my preference. That's why I picked it. There's no math or anything like that, whether it works better one way or the other. It's just to give you a consistent level, right? Because, so the three things we're working off of is a room that has the same amount of light, right? So I'm not turning off and on lights. It's the light that I've got going on here for the show. The same work surface, right? So I don't have a black surface, a gray surface, a white surface. All these are the same white surface. And then the height, right? Because it does affect it. When you're doing measurements on a light meter, everything affects it. Where I'm standing affects it, all of that type of stuff. So there's some flexibility or some ambiguity there, but you're not going to have basically 500-foot candle of difference and fake through that, because it is significantly more powerful.
Yes, and just for everybody that's asking, it is a plug-in style light. There is no battery required. It actually has a pretty decent size plug outlet, which I'll show off before I do the ultrasonic, because the ultrasonic that I'm using today is also the plug-in version. So I will show off both plug sizes just so everybody knows. But yeah, it is definitely a high-powered plug-in unit. This is not a mess around type light. This is I wish my camera showed it off as good as Tyler's, because literally when I turn mine on, I actually feel the heat coming from the light. It's the sun has just been turned on. It's pretty cool. And when I'm working on intricate stuff, trying to get in close, like it showed me that my kit's still dirty. Like that's how bright it actually was. So I was little embarrassed there, but I'll get over it. Yeah, as soon as I turned it on, I'm like, holy crap, that's still dirty.
Yeah, I mean, so Heath, and I don't know if you said this already, Adam, but Heath mentioned in the comments, the new ultra bright desk lamp it's a 684 individual lights. I mean,
that's huge.
When I was showing you the difference in the basically the lens size compared to the gooseneck, because the gooseneck and the ultra bright are about the same width, but it's like 4 or 5 goosenecks, like in size wise. It's huge. It is. I don't know that I show it accurately, but it is big. It is big. It's heavy.
Yeah, sweet built-in heater for my cold basement. So it's just, Scotty, I was just joking about the heat. It's all LEDs, but there's over 600 of them in that light. You want to talk about bright? Like it's for me. I'm honestly contemplating getting an upgrade in my glasses. I got to go in and check out my prescription. But when I turn on that light, I'm almost like, okay, maybe I just need to have better lighting because it might not be my eyes. It might be the shadows kind of playing some tricks on me. With this light, you're not going to have shadows. Like you're not like, unless you're putting your hands on top of your kit to block the light. That's the only shadows you're going to see.
It doesn't even, I mean, it's not even that. I mean, it just doesn't, shadows don't exist.
It's crazy.
It just does not exist. Like there is a significant amount of light being
everywhere
from that light.
The best, I'm going to do a little quick clip of when you shined it at the camera because that went epic, man. It was so bright. It was perfect.
You're gonna have to get suntan lotion for your hands, in order to use this thing.
Steve had a really good idea too, and I'm looking at doing something similar to what Steve said because I have a whole bunch of those LED strips that are just sticky back adhesive ones, and I want to incorporate that into my new carbon fiber Max XL mat because I'm loving this mat. It goes with me everywhere. Obviously, I had to bring it and set it back up for the show for you guys tonight because I got the little demo with the Simple Sonic. But this mat is the best, biggest portable thing that you can actually have on any folding table. Like I have to be portable. So like for me, having the big carbon mat, that was a game changer. And he was kind of hinting at it for a while. And I always thought that our normal large carbon series was going to be it. That was the pinnacle. And he surprised us with this behemoth. And it's epic, man. I can't wait. Man, a lot of people are working in the basement, eh? I'm lucky. I'm out in the shop. Yeah, he's in the basement. I'm out in the shop, so I'm a little luckier. I can be as loud as I want. No harm, no fouls out here. But the next thing that we got to show off the new Simple Sonic. And well, I know I've been lucky. I've been working with it for quite some time. And one of the things that I've been doing is little pieces like this. Now, I'm going to switch my camera around. Let me just get it lined up here.
Yeah.
And then I will bring this camera on board. Switch it to this. Boom. All right. So can you still hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So obviously this Simple Sonic has been amazing. Now, I don't have a fancy shot glass like Tyler does. Hopefully you can see. You
have to be a professional drinker.
Yeah, my little one here. So these are the little bits and pieces that I have. And let me just hold this up to the light. And hopefully you can see. This is the plastic Delrin that I put in with these ball cups. So literally, this just floats on top. And I've been using the graphite on all of these parts, as you can see by the black coming off of my finger and all that. So what exactly are we going to do about that? Well, luckily, I have the ultrasonic with the metal base in here. And one of the things that I definitely recommend, let me just move the Simple Sonic out of the way for a second, is the upgrade kit. The upgrade kit comes with both of these. One is the carbon fiber, which is awesome. And then this one is the practical one. This is the 3D printed screening. And you just drop this in, put your parts in, and you're off to the races. So how do I mix mine? I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. And always start out lighter than what you think. So I'm just going to pour it right over top of this. And I do a half a shot. Now, hopefully you guys can see that on there. I don't have the line that Tyler has, but basically I'm doing half of a shot glass. So can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just doing half a shot. So I'm going to throw half a shot in here. Now, to get it to 132, you would need 32 shot glasses. I can't do that many shots in one show because I'd be falling over. But what I do is I actually dilute it with this, and I actually have a line. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera over so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see I got it right up to the line right here on the metal basin. Now, it's very important to use the metal basin one because you do not want to wreck the battery-powered one, which is not a metal basin. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. Is that centered good enough? Or?
Yeah, you're good. I can see you.
Okay, so obviously I got a couple parts here that I'm going to show off and throw in, but I don't know if you can see how dirty it is through the camera, but we're just going to drop these parts in here. Now, these were all sprayed with the graphite coating.
Okay, I could tell.
Oh, yeah, they're mint. Now, these ones were caked with udder butter. These are just the worm gears. And obviously, these ones still have udder butter. And the reason why I have the ones with the udder butter on it is because this isn't a magic bullet. It's not going to automatically clean everything for you and get it completely off, but it will agitate everything off to the point and be safe doing so. So what I'm going to do is actually you can see it working now, and you can hopefully you can see the vibrations in there. And you will
you can see that. Oh yeah, there they are, the ripples.
Yeah, some of the stuff starting to come off of the components, which is so super cool. So we'll let that run for a few minutes, and then what I'll do is I'll just throw the cover on so it's not crazy loud. And the nice thing about this unit is it automatically turns off. Now, what I wanted to show everybody was the plugs. So this is the plug here for the ultrasonic, and this here is the plug for the new light. So the new light, obviously, let me back up. It's massive. Like, literally, people don't understand how big this is. Like, whoops, I just hit the button. It's all touch here. Yeah, and it works for a second. I can see the light on my phone for a second, and then it auto corrects. But we'll let this run for a few minutes, and then we'll get to Tyler's demo while this is running. Oh, hold on, Tyler. I gotta switch your camera, bud.
Oh, mine. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me on just the regular one?
Yeah. So there you go.
Cool.
You're good now.
Appreciate you. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is do using the ultrasonic, or I'm sorry, the Simple Sonic, excuse me, but we're doing a spray application. So I've kind of got a couple different spray bottles, right? I've got your kind of traditional Home Depot, Lowe's hardware grade, right? Which is a pump application. So I'm going to go ahead and pump this thing up here while we're talking about it. And then we've also got the USB rechargeable sprayer, the CowRC. My
favorite. Those things are so clutch, man.
These are really nice. And so I've got both of these, filled up at a 32-ounce size. So if you look at what I've got here, I think you can see it. You might not be able to see it on the angle that I've got, but about 32. For whatever reason, they show 33 ounces. I'm a hair short here, so I'm working with 32 ounces. And then what that actually equates to, which I didn't know that, 32 ounces also equates to 0.75 liters, which is your second from the bottom. So as you're filling this up, that's what that is going to equate to on the USB rechargeable. So what I'm going to do here is use the USB rechargeable, and I'm just going to spray on, obviously, our carbon series mats, and put a little on here, maybe a little bit more than I need to. And I'm going to show you. So pretty gross, right? Old grease. And so what I'm going to do is kind of let this soak a little bit, right? You don't want to leave anything on here too long. And I'm just going to take a microfiber towel and I'm just going to wipe it off. And so the nice thing you can also do is you can also spray directly on the microfiber towel, right? And what it does is it gives you a little bit of more of a surface area to get your gears clean.
Oh man, that's like
right?
brand spanking new.
So very clean. We'll do the back side here. I'll show you the before. Still kind of gross. So I like this method because it allows me to really get, my fingers into the grooves, gets it really tight in here. And that way you're not spraying, if you don't have a carbon series mat, or you're just not in a place where you want to spray a bunch of corrosive, chemicals, you can put it on a microfiber towel and just kind of start working it in. So
that looks mint though, man. Like,
much
and
better.
You just did that on the show, like in 2 seconds. That looks good.
I mean, super nice. Like, we get something like this, right? So all of these that I'm showing you right now are all aluminum and steel parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray that guy real quick. And I'm just going to work it in with microfiber towel. Kind of get, I think some of these pieces, you'd want like a Q-tip or whatever too. You could use those. Obviously, any of our brushes to kind of work this stuff in. But I mean, with
especially
a little bit of
the tight spots, that looks like
like screw holes and stuff like that.
Jeez.
So I got a little bit of that in the screw hole there. I can't get, but I mean, for most, all in all, it's back to brand new, right? Yeah. So really nice to be able to do this on a portable type of version if you don't have access to power and using the ultrasonic cleaner with the stainless steel basin. Now the thing to make sure when you're doing this is you don't leave your parts soaking. So like I have this sitting in here. You don't want to do that for like a long period of time. It does not. It's not going to benefit you to leave this soaking overnight because obviously it is corrosive, right? So whatever you do, when you're done cleaning your parts, you want to make sure you're wiping them off. And even in some cases, when you have like a plastic, you want to make sure you're taking some water and get all of that residual Simple Sonic off of your part, because you don't want it to just sit there and continue to work, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Sure. So you want to make sure that this isn't something you spray it and forget it, as an example. A lot of our chemicals are you spray it and forget it and you kind of move on. This is something you want to make sure you go the extra step, let it do its work for a brief few minutes, and then wipe it off, get all the grease, grime, all that good stuff, and then make sure you go the step and get it all washed off so it's clean and it's not sitting there continuing to work later on and in life. So super important for that. Obviously bearings as well, kind of nasty. So spray this guy real quick. And then of course, with one of these things with bearings, right, you want to use the ultra thin oil with PTFE after you wash these things out and get them all nice and clean again. Oh yeah.
He nice. Just mentioned about using the corrosive in the USB sprayer. And yes, he is absolutely right. Look at that. That looks amazing. But if you are using it in the USB sprayer, it might reduce the life a little bit on the sprayer itself. but depending on how often you use it, you should be a-okay. But definitely keep that in mind, that it will reduce some of the steals because it is plastic and rubber inside.
Yeah, you'll have, seals up in the nozzle, and, inside this mechanism. I've been testing it, haven't had any failures. I do like to use it with the USB rechargeable, but if you don't have a USB rechargeable, or you don't want to, have a risk of replacing seal, getting one of these inexpensive $5 pump spares, I mean, it works just as good, right? You're pumping it. It's gonna come out the same, and you're still gonna take advantage of the great Simple Sonic.
Yeah, and Steve also mentioned, to make sure that you do wipe it off of the white magnetic mats as soon as possible.
Oh,
you definitely do not want to let it linger on that. That's why he's using it on the Carbon series, because the Carbon series mats are, I wouldn't say indestructible, but definitely have to keep care of all of your investments on the other stuff. But man, hey, I just got a good heads up there from our buddy behind the scenes. We have to do our giveaway. And
oh my, we've been having fun playing with toys here.
Yeah, and what's the giveaway for today here? Hold on, let me add it to the stage real quick.
We've got,
I completely forgot,
travel packs. So yes, we've got
two travel
packs. And they are the Deluxe Travel Pack with the Simple Sonic. So we've been talking your ear off about Simple Sonic today. So we're going to give you some couple travel packs with the Simple Sonic, because all of our travel packs and sample packs have that Simple Sonic in there. So let's do a couple drawings, because we've got 3 minutes less.
Yeah, so there's 146 people watching. So sorry, I apologize.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you got to get in here.
Anything other than YouTube or Facebook, please switch over to one of those platforms so your entry goes in. So definitely super cool. Okay, so you guys can still hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Running, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull out a couple pieces just to show you here. And my favorite ones are these ones right here. Let me just clean it off. And look at how clean that is now. That is like
that's
a brand new ball. You can't even see the carbon fiber that was, the graphite that was sprayed on it earlier. So there's one. And then can you see how dirty it is right now before I wipe it though?
Oh yeah, you can see some grime on there. Yeah.
So here, we'll just wipe that down. Look at that. That's like brand new. Yeah, it's like awesome. And it takes all the hard work out of it. So
it does.
If you look, Steve had a question about how do you get your parts from the tray without getting your hands in the solution and stuff like that. Well, I'll show you how I do it. So here is, hopefully you guys can see the gear here. But that is all clean, no more udder butter on there and stuff like that. Just wiped it off with my thing. So right now, all of these, obviously, I can touch. So without getting wet or dirty, right? So I just pull it out. I'm going to take the microfiber. I'm going to put it in the microfiber. I'm just going to wipe it down. Make sure I get any of the excess udder butter off the gear. And now look at that. Hopefully, I don't know where the camera is. Can they see that?
Yes, that's pretty focused.
Yeah, like that's like super clean and dialed now. So I'm happy with that. I'll put more udder butter on that and put it back. So these gears here. So what I would do is I would actually run this multiple times, just turning it slightly. So I'm just going to put these behind. But how do you get to the little bits and pieces that are dropped down in there? All I do is I just lift it up with these, and you can see them right on there.
Yeah,
that was really nice. A little hook. So let me see if I can.
What is that you're using to pick it up with?
So I basically used a little piece of, I guess it was a garbage tie, is what you guys would call it.
Oh, okay.
In the States, and I just got rid of all the green filament on there, or people twist ties and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And basically, it was long enough that it would stay and keep its form above the liquid, right? So you can kind of see it standing up there, I hope.
Yeah, that's easy.
And it was like super easy. So as you can see, let me get as close as I can in there.
That's a Delrin piece, right?
Yes, sir. And this was caked in the graphite because a lot of people were asking me how I got my pillow ball so loose. It is definitely the graphite. Now, if you look inside there, hopefully I can get
that's clear.
Oh, and you can see the debris through the hole in the older one. So this is huge compared. So let me grab a dirty one just so you can see a dirty one.
Oh yeah, you can see the grit in there.
Yeah. And now that
it's black and it's hard to, you can definitely see some texture.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just taking the microfiber, running it through, and then I'm going to show you guys the power of the Simple Sonic. And now, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even see that grittiness or any of the leftover residue, and it kind of just drops off. Now, the cool thing about that, let me just put this aside real quick, just so you guys can see. What I want to show off is how much dirt and debris, and you guys see that I just mixed it brand spanking new.
Really just put that in there.
But yeah, it is amazing how quickly the Simple Sonic works on breaking down all the stuff that we couldn't do with the parts and chassis wash and all that other stuff. So definitely one of those cool things that they brought to the forefront and have basically given us the last missing link, right? That the Simple Sonic is just one of those products you can't live without. But speaking of Simple Sonic, let's give some away.
That's right. Well, Johnny had a cool tip. He said he buys like a serving spoon, like a ladle from the dollar store with the holes in it, and uses it to fish out parts. So that's a cool idea.
Yeah, that would be better than giving it back to your wife and saying, here, you can cook with it.
Right. Don't mix them up.
Don't mix them up. Yeah, for sure. All right. So sorry about the Instagram people. There is still 27 over there. We do not have time. I will try and remember in the next episode to make sure that we bring people over. But good luck, everybody. Here we go. Deluxe Travel Pack with the Simple Sonic.
That's right. We give away 2 of these
guys. I can't believe that like everything's starting to come together. Oh man, Mr. Mike had some great comments today too. By the way,
he did. So, it's right. He said it was like the after dinner mint. So he deserves a prize today. So
Steve's asking how long I leave it in the steel basin one. So I don't like to leave it more than 3 days, Steve. And it's not because I feel it's going to wreck it, but by the time 3 days have passed, if I haven't cleaned everything that I was supposed to in 3 days, shame on me. And what I'll do is I'll probably just mix a new batch. But you definitely don't want to leave it in there. I'm sure you can get away with a little bit longer. Maybe I'm just a little bit paranoid, but so far for me, it's been 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to really leave it in there. I mean, it's going to be dirty, right? So it's not really helping you if it's full of dirt.
Yeah, no. And you can see I just ran it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 parts. And you can see how dirty it was already. And I just put 8 parts through it. Yeah. All right, so let's give away another. Holy cow, the entries went up. The chances went down.
Hey, good.
Okay, good luck, everybody. Hey, I seen a Ross in there.
Oh, you related?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Raceways and Hobbies.
Man, that is a handle.
Yeah, congratulations.
Raceway and Hobby.
Either of you two, please reach out to either Tyler or myself via
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger or any other way. If you can't get a hold of either me or Tyler, check out the CowRC webpage and get a hold of support that way. And we will make sure that we verify who you are and get your prizes out to you. And you know what? We didn't even really have time to tease what we got coming up for episode 91.
That's right. We've got we'll call it maybe an important guest, but maybe, an okay guest. I don't know. It might be good, might not be.
Yeah, we hope he's not a flop. Oh, it was Chad Ross. It's my brother. That's why. I was like,
you know that guy?
Yeah, I know.
Is that who's going to be on in episode 91?
Well, we'll have to see, because hopefully they're not a flop. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to carry them.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we're taking a real gamble on this next guest, but stick around for 91 in 2 weeks, because I think you'll be entertained.
Heck yeah. All right, man. You guys have a great one, and we will see you back in 2 short weeks. Episode 91 coming in hot.